Some bonds transcend species, time, and even death itself. A single act of compassion had bridged two worlds, and in the quiet of that evening, the man realized he was not as alone as he thought. A scruffy golden dog, thin and tired, walked slowly inside. Around its neck hung an old blue scarf. Students chuckled at first, but the room quickly fell silent when Miss Mary froze in place. She recognized the dog, Max, once belonging to Daniel, a student who had passed away in an accident a year earlier. Back then, every morning Daniel would walk Max all the way to the school gate. He always promised, "Wait for me, I'll be back after class." But that promise was left unfinished forever. After Daniel's funeral, Max disappeared. People thought he had wandered off or been lost. No one expected that today he would return to the very classroom where his young master once Saturday. Max walked straight to the empty desk, Daniel's desk. He gently placed down an object wrapped in a faded piece of cloth. Then he lay flat on the floor, sad eyes fixed on Miss Mary. Before anyone could react, a student shouted, "Miss Mary, Max is hurt!" On Max's leg was a deep wound, still bleeding. He must have traveled a long way, crossing forests or train tracks, to make it here. Blood dripped onto the classroom floor, frightening some of the children. A few students rushed to get help, while others trembled in fear. Miss Mary knelt down, trembling, and hugged Max tightly. "Oh dear, how did you find your way back here?" Max panted heavily but kept nudging the wrapped bundle toward her, as if to say, "Open it." With shaking hands, Miss Mary unwrapped the cloth. Inside was a small notebook, worn and stained, yet the childlike handwriting was still clear. Daniel's journal. The pages were filled with unfinished dreams. "I want to be a veterinarian, so I can heal Max and other animals. I want to give Miss Mary a gift, because she always smiles at me. I want my classmates to remember me, not forget me." Tears streamed down Miss Mary's face. The students burst into tears as well. Max gave a faint whimper, then rested his head gently on the notebook, as if he knew he had finally completed his master's last wish. One student whispered, "Daniel is still here," through Max, and the whole class nodded in silence. From that day on, Max was cared for by the whole school. He became the quiet guardian of the class, lying beside Daniel's empty desk every single day. This story reminded everyone, love and loyalty can help us endure loss. Even when someone is gone, the love they leave behind can live on, through faithful creatures like Max. A dog cannot speak, but through his actions, Max delivered Daniel's message. True friendship never disappears. Thank you for watching this story. If you want to see more stories about dog rescues, canine loyalty, and unusual friendships between animals, please like and subscribe to Soul Paw Stories V. Goodbye, and see you again in the next story about dogs and loyalty.